to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead, 'cause
So, hello and welcome everyone to another stream of Minecolonies Let's Play with the Developers. I'm Raycoms and I'm here today with Sam Adams, which is his in-game Pixplugus, and he's also here in voice. I think I can't hear you, Sam Adams. Not sure if he's in voice already there. So, hi Irish Jeff, how are you doing? So, in the last video we got a bunch of things done again, and now we got another crash. So it's been a while. The last episode went so well. This episode had to start with a crash, obviously. Okay, I'm going to...
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you pretty well.
Good.
So... I just started right off the bat with a crash as well. But I've partially learned, right? Because we're always tuning in now at around 48, 47 after the server restarts. So we're learning, we're progressing.
Nice.
So let's see Forge run up here quickly. We're going to log in right away. So I was coding all day long and kinda made a lot of progress and kinda no progress at all. Kinda meddling a lot around with C++ compiler and all kinds of issues. Reported things to the library authors, which then gave me a tip to get one step closer to where I wanted to be before I had to report another thing to them. So
It sounds like fun.
it sounds like so much fun.
It's always funny when stuff isn't working.
And then I spent basically like whatever 6 hours today or so. No, at least 6 hours working on the new builder code I've been talking about in the last few episodes. So now we're online. It is progressing, but it still feels like 2 steps back to make 1 step forward. So I was able to get Minecolonies to start, and structures are pasting. Things are recording with the buildings, like containers, etc. I got the builders to start placing things as well. I got the GUIs display the required resources correctly. Had to fix a few little things. And yeah. Oh, do we have like a huge amount of guards underground here? Hi Jeroen.
Yes.
Did you built them a tunnel there?
There was a tunnel already. I just stuck down a bit.
So you basically put them in a dark room where all the time mobs are going to spawn.
Yep.
I get it.
You need stronger guards.
Hi Webster, how are you doing? Welcome to the Minecolonies channel. So but I'm progressing, and the builders are kind of happy that I'm not progressing so quickly, because they're kind of afraid that the moment I start progressing quickly, we're going to have a whole lot of workers again, and each worker means for them like building 100 more buildings, like for each style 5, so that can be quite a pain for them. Yeah, it's definitely a good idea to train them like that. The problem is the moment we get a raid, we kinda have to get them up quickly, right?
Yeah.
They're in the cave so that they fight mobs that spawn in the darkness down there.
For raids. Oh, anyways. Or back on patrol, so they walk through the city.
You put them on guard there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I made once a short video, like playing around a bit with the guards. I never ended up uploading it, but like I placed a few guard towers, equipped them, and then had them fight against a few hundred witches or something like that. So those were quite some funny things. So I never ended up really uploading it, but I had some fun times with with testing our guards that way. So let me get some paper here. So yes, I should make a plantation. Do we have a plantation? Yeah, we do have a plantation in here. Oh, wrong worker. What do you need, Jennifer? Large fern. I think we have a bunch of ferns somewhere around. I'm going to check on that. I remember that I once collected like a lot of ferns. I'm not even sure if they're in the warehouse. I would have to double check that.
I already gathered some ferns yesterday. Was it? But with large ferns, I'm not sure how to get those.
The large ferns are... We added a recipe for large ferns, where you have like normal ferns become large ferns. So we don't have in the warehouse, so I have to go check in our stash. Two strong mobs you have in your mod pack, Webster, so that they would murder all of them.
Oh nice, I crashed too.
Yes, it's not only me. It's not only me. You see, people? Some add-ons.
Teleported back to our colony and game crashing.
I'm 100% sure that is this weird forge issue.
Yeah. Me too. Something isn't...
Mate, something super weird, like static inner public static inner classes can't be found. So it's like, why? I can't even imagine how it is possible to crash through something like this, right? You would have to avoid loading Java correctly. Ah, she's hungry.
Intentionally skipping certain classes.
Yeah, basically. But it would be weird because this is some like a Java thing. I can't imagine how Forge could interfere with that. Yeah. Yeah, I tried once to like compile a little pack RL craft with Minecolonies, but I just died way before I could start setting up my colony for real, so that I kinda gave up of the project idea. It's not something you can just play quickly in a stream. It's something you would have to invest significant time into getting somewhat settled. Stone slabs. Hi Matthew, how are you doing? Yes, the recs are sometimes still a little bit glitchy. And I added this to my list as well. That which is getting unusually long again. So Jenny ate at the restaurant is now starting to build again, right? And to bring some stone slabs to the builder. Did she finish our level 5 builder? Yes, nice. We have 2 level 5 builders now.
Oh, nice. Wasn't me who finished it though. Maybe Lex did.
Finished warehouse 4, nice. Oh, we're starting the barracks 5 already.
Of course, we need better guards.
But warehouse 4, I really like the desert warehouse, especially at the higher levels with upstairs storage. It gets kinda even nicer.
And it's not that big as others.
Yeah. It's one of the smallest warehouse, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I sorted the warehouse so that the items are now distributed upstairs as well. Some of them.
No, I don't find anything again.
Now you have to run through the entire warehouse to find things.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, I actually built the desert warehouse completely from scratch. Like we had a building competition like 5 years ago, easily, for Minecolonies style, and a guy submitted a desert style, but as you could imagine, he submitted 5 buildings, right? Builder, lumberjack, town hall, citizen hut. I think that was it.
Not really a full style.
So yeah, it used to be a full style, right?
Yeah, back then.
Back then that was a full style. So then I completely forgot about it until someone was like, "Hey Ray, I saw this amazing style on the forums, and at the moment we only have wooden style. It would be great to have a nicer style like that." And so I picked up the style and kinda tried to build the other buildings in a similar style in the end, right? And that was basically the result of it. I wonder how the fisherman is still kinda completely ignored by the delivery man, yes. There's like a full inventory again. Going to pick up some stuff here and bring it to the warehouse.
So much vending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And we have so much stuff here, yeah. And a lot of boots for our guards.
Yeah. Now if she could fish some other armor parts, that would be nice.
Some other leather armor parts, right?
Yeah, like chest or legs.
So hi Sored. We got someone currently reworking how the deliveries work, so I'm not really concerned about that because the entire functionality is going to be reworked and it's all going to be request based. So a worker is going to request a pickup or a delivery instead of a worker, the delivery man going from building to building and checking if it needs a delivery. So since that is going to change, I'm not really going to worry right now about fixing it because it's going to be redone basically to the system I just described. So I'm going to go to the warehouse. So basically the idea is going to be then if a worker dumps, like a fisherman or miner lumberjack, they're going to send a message to the delivery man to pick up their stuff. So that every time they dump, the delivery man can come relatively soon and pick up the stuff. So that's the gist of it, basically. And so let me just. And when a worker has a full inventory, the worker is going to send like a urgent request that the delivery man is going to prioritize to pick up. We have so many fishing rods of the fishermen, enchanted fishing rods, and enchanted bows as well, these kinds of things. But all kinda useless because they're breaking apart. Those two again mend together. Bunch of shovel. Do I have the shovel? I think I made those shovels. Thinking about it now. So okay, can't mine those again. Until today, I didn't find my shulker box. I think it's history. Isn't there a... So. Hi Josh, glad to have you here. Okay. Yes, I think a level 4 fisherman, our fisherman at the moment is actually using an enchanted fishing rod. I'm pretty sure about that. Like, if you look at her inventory, she's using the mending rod here. Maybe even could do it, shovel it around. So maybe she's going to use the best rod. Since it's a level 4 fisherman, she should be able to use fairly good tools already. I'm getting ink sacks as well, that's super useful. Need to bring the rest of the loot to the warehouse now. Hi Andrew, how are you doing? Glad you could make it. Actually can use a normal mending one really early already, but one with mending and luring and other higher level enchantments, she will need higher building levels then. Yay, we can get a composter now.
Yay.
But was she actually using that one, or was she using a different one she had in the fisherman had in their inventory? Oh, you should play Minecolonies on 115. I think MC Internal is only 112, isn't it? The 115 version, you're going to have much more fun. I can pretty much guarantee you that. To upgrade this again. Oh, I didn't. I would have to double check that as well. We've got 3 children at the moment at the school. Assigned to the school. So. I think I still didn't update the current pack.
Right away.
She needs an enchantment table. That one I have to craft. So I still didn't update the mod pack. So we don't have the plantation desert style yet. Although I should be able to do that finally this weekend though. Needs more stone Barnaby. So I'm going to get an enchantment table and some stone slabs for Barnaby. Well, there are a bunch of packs, Alex. There's like... We got a lot of our players from a pack called Valhalsia. And they usually seem to be updating fairly regularly. Okay, enchantment table needs books, obsidian, and diamonds. I think it was this. Yay! And stone slabs. Here you go. Oops. So Barnaby has what he needs, and I can go right to Jennifer. The advantage, that's what we're always saying, if you play on 115, there are a lot more nice things, let's say it like that. So like a lot of new workers, new functionalities, especially the crafting and research request system is so much more efficient and works so much better than on the other versions, so that it's basically only because of that already worth playing on 115, besides having also the research system, which doesn't exist on the earlier versions yet. And speaking of that, I'm going to go check on our requests, because biodegradable just finished, so I can basically start the next research already. Here. Let's check what we can research at the moment at the university. Oh, I thought I have to trigger the research with a builder, yeah. So that is all level 3 stuff, we can't do that yet. Do we have 64 letter. I would have to check that. But armor durability by 20% makes sense, definitely. So I'm going to get this here. And 16 flint. Leather and flint. Yes, you can do 1 research per researcher. Like, realistically, each researcher can only research 1 topic at a time. So, let me get the necessary stuff for that. Flint and leather. I know we got some flint around here. Yeah, flint. And I'm going... Yes, we have 2 researchers, so we can do 2 research topics at a time. Let me get... Do we have leather here? What? 41 leather only. Let me check at the cowboy if that one has some leather at his hut. Else I will have to think about something else to research. Yes, so the main plans for end game, we're going to add things like questing in general. There's a room upstairs here without letters up there. Ouch. That was totally intentional. Yeah, so the plans for late game are mainly related... there are letters here. Nothing. The plans for late game are mainly quests, trading with other cities, and more types of raiders, more rewards, and on especially PvP. Although PvP is most likely going to be like end of next year, until we have something halfway reasonable. No letter. No letter here? No. Nope. Check in the warehouse. Only 41 letter. We have got this cowboy running for a while. Gotta upgrade the cowboy too, to make that one more efficient. Barnaby. You mean kinda like an outpost system, Alex? If I understand you right. Only that and letter, really? Yeah, only 41 letter, that's kinda sad. Did this maybe get dropped off someone else? No. Hi Piotr, how you doing? Yeah, I think bosses are definitely a good idea, yes. We had talked already these days about adding a boss when your miner reaches the lowest level, or these kinds of achievements. Although having, of course, like a real system where you have like a big horde of raiders staying for a long time in front of your colony. But that would be like kind of so endgame that after you've defended that, you'd be like calling it quits. Not sure if that is not too endgamey at all. Yeah, we got some nice plans for outpost systems as well. So I'm going to start at least one of the research, and I'm going to pick another one until our cowboy has enough wheat. Leather, I mean. It was the combat tree. So what else can we hear? I know we got 2 in progress already, it says. What do we have in progress? Nothing here. In the civilian... Ah, we got the teaching here in progress. Okay, afterwards... We don't have a library yet, so we would have to build... Yeah, I'm actually working at improving the builder overall in the next weeks. That's my main plan for the end of this month, basically. That's also true. Technology. It increases farming. Yeah, we would probably want a composter to get some compost and to get a plantation running. But we have a lot of things to unlock here yet. Yeah. So I'm going to wait for the next research to finish and then going to start some other things. So. I didn't finish looking at the level 5 finished builder. Let me do that. It's a nice living area up here and a decent veranda. Yeah, that looks quite neat, I have to say. Some nice flowers as decoration too. So let's see how our citizen... I think another citizen hut would almost fit here. Maybe. That is level 4 citizen hut already. Oh, hospital still wasn't upgraded. And it's still... yeah. I believe someone put the guard towers on higher priority.
No, I didn't.
No? Weird.
But I think the order is a bit buggy at the moment.
So, finishing the barracks tower. Nice. So that's almost finished, only needing some torches. So we'll chuck it at the other builder because I'm 100% sure that he needs some things for the barracks level 5. Ah, you're there already?
Yeah.
Okay. Finished! Great. I hope it's not Corona that our builder has. We would have to shut down our entire colony and put masks on our citizens.
Or we just leave our doors open, dude, when pirates come.
Yeah, that's the more cruel way probably to do it. So, I imagine the next raid should be fairly big. I really have to update the. I wanted to do it today actually. Ah, nice. The research just finished. Actually wanted to do it already. The upgrade of the server, the update of the server, but I kind of didn't have enough time before the stream, so I'm going to do it tomorrow. You just place rails on the racks, and the research kind of allows citizens to create their own rideable minecart for the occasion they need it. And they magically, like John said, place the minecart and use it. Some add-ons. The lumberjack still gets stuck a lot at the leaves.
Yeah, I need to add 3 blocks above to break. He always gets stuck when the pass point he's trying to get to is 3 below the leaf. No, 2 below.
I think
he also gets stuck when a tree grows within him.
So, what I'm going to go for. I think I'm going to get a bunch more redstone and do this here. Yeah, that sounds like the best idea. No, it was not a tree that just grew. It was a lot of people reported that he still gets stuck at some leaves. It seems when the Y position of the tree is one lower and the leaves are relatively high, he gets stuck then. A lot of people in chat are saying some add-ons. The lumberjack is still getting stuck.
And now I
yes,
gotta add some more leaf breaking. Yes.
Don't make intersections. They don't like intersections. If you want them to switch rails, just place a different rail. Like make a few blocks space and then place a new rail, because they're smart. They're just going to jump off the rail and switch to the next one, so that you don't have to think about intersections and these kinds of things. So, bringing the resources. No, it's some add-ons, not Sam add-ons. So, here we go. Next research started. So, Jason grew up and wants a job now. I guess we have still these guard towers here at the corner empty again.
Yeah.
And I want to assign archers to them to make them patrol alongside the island to shoot down pirates if they want to scale. Make it an archer. Set patrol positions. So, start a new patrol part. Your German accent translation. That is disappointing, John Ryer. Disappointing, to say the least. So... and then I guess we go up the tower. Walk once in each corner. And done. Here you go, Jason. So. I'm going to test out this one at a time request thing. We don't have it happen here at the moment, but we're not at we're at the newest version on Curse though. However, it's not happening. That's kind of weird. Should be happening here too.
What can I do for you?
You're going to get one delivered as well. True.
Right away.
So I'm going to
You say so.
look into that and check what's up with the one-by-one request. It's quite sure it's a little flag I have to set at the worker. Yet German is a fairly difficult foreign language to learn. Like my girlfriend was studying a bunch of German in the last 2 semesters and regularly looked at me like, what kind of difficult language are you speaking, boy? Because we have the famous German cases, which kinda already had famous British philosophers rage out. Because we kinda are able to conjugate not only verbs, but basically any pronoun as well. And just not only... like English barely has any conjugation, not even of verbs, but German even has it of pronouns, so that is kinda difficult to get used to. And even people who live for many years in Germany still have issues with those. I did read that Afrikaans is probably the easiest foreign language for an English speaker to learn. Yay, University 3 is starting, Barnaby. And I saw the minor needing some stuff. Yes, Schweizerdeutsch is even difficult for me to understand, but in times. I kind of am able to understand it a little bit because I'm from South Germany, so I kind of feel badly for people who are from the north of Germany, because for them it's basically impossible to understand it. I remember that I once met 2 guys from Berlin when I was spending my vacation in Tunisia, and there was a group of people from the interior, from South Germany, and those people from Berlin were asking us, me and my sister, to translate regularly because they wouldn't just understand what they were talking about. Yeah, English is a Germanic language, but English is more like at the base. English is a Germanic language, so that they got a bunch of the German grammar of it, but then they kind of removed everything that is difficult about it. Polished and designed. Some add-ons had hi Fujin. Some add-ons had the great idea to station a bunch of guards underground in a cave and have them fight mobs there. That's what is there.
Our Minecolonies mob farm. Easy, no problems.
Hi White Dragon. We only have 2 rules here. First, you have to say hi before asking a question, and then you can just ask any question. You don't have to ask, or you ought not to ask a question. You just ask it. So, Helixarian.
Go into Discord to ask the questions and ping Asher before.
You can go to discord.minecolonies.com as well. Don't ping Asher, because he told me if I sent another one, he's going to eat them alive, so better not.
Did someone ping him?
Yeah, it's not PM Tim.
Even better.
But we're open to questions. How is it with leather? Still bad? Ore? Oh, there's some ore in the warehouse.
I brought some.
Oh, do you have ore? Because
What ore?
like iron ore.
Yes,
It's-
iron ore and gold ore.
It's because our we're going to need it for research.
Yep, where? You
Um,
are now?
You can just drop it off in our stash in our base.
Okay.
Why the other one's turned off?
I will find some more now, because I'm continue to dig. I love the diggity song.
Lexarian is digging.
Yeah.
So. Or. Not or. Or. Or.
Which
The thing you
where-
find in
what?
caves, John.
I'm just dropping it here right now and
In the valuables chest.
Some
So.
Adams has it now. I just filled his inventory.
Mine. I keep it.
Carlsoner told me today that he had a bunch of contributions for a bunch of new sound assets. He's going to add to the new sound pack relatively soon. So when I update the server, I'm going to also update my pack with the new sound effects as well.
I found in the wild a bow with mending and flame and one with infinity.
Nice.
I tried to combine them and it will make me a flame infinity, but I don't know.
You
Not-
can't combine infinity
One of the things that is difficult in the English language is that pronunciation is so incredibly inconsistent that it's like the only way to know how to pronounce it is to check how natives pronounce it. So, Marguerite grew up. So we got the second guard. How are her stats, by the way? Do we have a farmer here? Yes. So I'm going to assign her to the other. Yeah, German is famous for having those enormous words, which are then like super difficult to understand for people from other countries, because
Schotterreinigungsbaumaschine.
because they're like, actually it's like just a compost word, like a chocolate cake are 2 words, but for any foreigner it makes it so difficult to understand it, because they would, it's much easier if you have already the separation in the word, right? I'm going to range archer as well, and I'm going to want to set a better patrol route. Patrol, okay.
I always try to walk into the ravine.
Hi, Ledodge. Yes, we do use Performant, and Performant is actually developed by us. It's Some Addons is the main developer of Performant, basically, and we developed Performant because we were kind of sick and tired of having bad performance on our servers, on our 1.15 servers, so that we started to develop it. So yes, it plays out very nicely with Minecolonies. Actually, we did extract some parts of Minecolonies code into Performant when we created it. Where are you from, Andrew? Where that? Or is this an English word?
The storage got quite empty.
We're kinda slowly diverging the storage into the warehouse, etc. and feeding the... do you mean the storage down here?
The warehouse.
It's because we upgraded and got upstairs a bunch of more racks. That's why.
I see, I see.
Medical terms don't count. So, let's see how all our workers are doing. Do we have someone at this guard tower here? Yes, actually we have even Elena. Oh, we got some raiders from the southwest. How do you do the game too hard?
Then I can test my mending bow.
You do slash difficulty hard.
It's hard already. Okay.
Yeah.
South.
You have to do it before they spawn.
Now they are on easy or on hard?
I'm seeing their camps, I think. Oh no, I don't. They're like right before our walls here.
I see.
Can someone sleep?
I'm lighting them on fire.
I go sleep.
Yeah, we also am planning on adding social activities for a citizen. Ouch.
No. This was not working. Do we have a death counter on the server?
It doesn't matter, you're leading it.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, maybe Asher is still higher, not sure.
But it's good that I keep the XP. Wrap the door.
I think this time no, it's all closed, okay. Oh wow, that's a big warehouse. Picking up some loot here. Are the other ones at the door?
Just one. I think I need way too long to break anything.
I'm all the time. I don't want to light up the bridge, so
Ah no, our arrows can't light up anything.
okay. Come on, boy. Oh, I'm out of these, but I have this.
So we're doing fine. Okay, I'm being under attack. Almost dying. Stop hitting them in my direction. I was dying because they were getting so close.
Ah, they hurt your back basically.
Yeah, it's because when you were hitting them, that I was trying to hit them to run into the other direct to go away from me, right? And when you were hitting them towards me.
Yeah, that I didn't want.
So, but we survived. Not even needed one guard. Even on hard. But we were in a team of people as well.
You were hitting them with the darts towards me, then they ran into my axe.
So I got a bunch of bows to put in the warehouse again. And an engine tome.
Is there something higher class than diamond tools, actually?
Not yet, no. Only with 116.
Really?
This?
With 116 there's going to be these nether tools, which are going to be higher than diamond as far as I understood.
Well, time to buff our raiders.
What? Again?
Well, if our guards get better than diamond tools, I need to make raids stronger. Again.
The blacksmith should be able to... we don't have any worker that can work an anvil, right?
No.
So we might have to add that as a future functionality, John, to the blacksmith. Yes, we are planning on autonomous colonies as well, similar to Millionaire. Although we didn't decide yet how we want. That's probably only after we added a decent quest system, so that we can give the player actual quests to get in favor of the colony to be able to take over, and not just like resource fetching, which is kind of boring. I'm going to try to remember this blacksmith-ish thing, and I know just the coder to assign to this task in the future. I get an empty level 4 guard tower here too. So let's check how our builder is doing now. Barnaby, how are you doing? Getting stuff from the request system. Great.
What is this about Bane of Anthropods? I didn't understand that quite. No. Special thing against spiders?
Yeah, yes. It's to have a higher damage against spiders.
I mean, the farmer goes bananas. I mean, potato.
Yes.
Nearly a double chest full of potatoes.
Yes, John, exactly. So when we have like quests and trading and these kinds of things, it's more easy to allow to add these kinds of functionalities to colonies. But yes, autonomous colonies are planned. That's definitely on our list. Got those guard towers here as well. But those are only to avoid that barbarian spawn in this area here. I'm going to get a bunch more dirt and fill out the remaining hole there of the old base.
Near the old base, I was thinking here at this one intersection here to build down the entrance to the big tunnel system.
At which intersection?
Near the entrance, the side entrance to the spider farm. I see you down in the base.
Yeah, I'm placing dirt to fill in this area here. So, oops.
Why
Shouldn't
you want
have.
to fill it?
Oh, it just bothers me to know it's not filled. So,
I see.
and if we place anything on top of it, the builder will need a lot of solid substitutions and these kinds of things. Yeah, John has a plan for everything you might need using the acacia style, I've noticed already. For everything there is something in the acacia style for just that. Nice, another child grew up. So, finally going to place this here, fill this here in. I can't jump out here. Ah, there's another dirt block here. So, got this basically fully placed in. Although this here not yet.
Well, I need some stone or similar.
I'm too lazy. This is too much to place in. Consider it placed in.
Why the fuck is... Okay.
Also placed in. So.
Something dropped a stone axe on me.
The short answer for that is you can't teach builders 3x3 recipes. The long answer is we have workers. Oh wait, we have workers just to make 3x3 recipes, like a lot of different workers. The mechanist, the fletcher, blacksmith, stonemason, all kinds of workers that are you should place in your colony to teach them 3x3 recipes so they can fulfill them for your workers instead of the work itself. Ah, cooked cod. This is what I wanted. Real food. Now I gotta get to bed. In game. So. Dum. Yes. Like things like 2x2 recipes are already very useful, like teaching your miner to make torches or your builder. Usually teaching your miner torches and sticks is like the perfect mix to make sure they are more efficient.
Just forgot I can make it.
Ah, you hired now the... we had one here already. The other guard tower doesn't have one. Huh. Going to upgrade our school again too. I just signed it to Chenny. Ah no, we can't upgrade our school. We don't have red sandstone to upgrade our school.
Ah, yeah, I wanted to search for it. As far as I know.
Yeah, usually you're giving your miner already like a stack and a half of letters is also way enough for them. So, Ellison is our new archer here.
Oh, I found some mesa biome.
Did you?
Yeah, I just did Minecolonies random TP. First, this is a mesa biome.
First hit a mesa biome. Wow,
Yes.
That is awesome.
that's pretty lucky.
I mean,
And I have no shovel.
which coordinates?
No. Some Adams now has to find a tree and get himself tools. Teleporting to him, unless it's very close, we could maybe run there. But I guess it's
4x and 3100 for that.
yeah, not very close at all.
Yes.
Let me get some water buckets quickly.
I'm feeling so hollow.
I'm
Don't
going
you
to get
Tree.
don't you know?
some water buckets and fill the last part of the trench. Tools. There we got a bunch of buckets. And that rest of dirt I can drop off again.
Gold, I fell for
Great.
fools. Gold, what did I know? What did I know?
That looks nice.
I fell for fools. Gold,
Nope.
I fell for
Not that.
fools.
And Samedan's but it's too far away. Samedan says now to deal with it.
You a fool, gold.
I mean, as long as he has a tree,
Yeah, I found her.
Yes, I did.
I've got some normal iron shovels now.
So now I got a bunch of water.
normal iron shovels.
Yeah, everything.
Iron shovels, yeah.
And I did it all for
Oh,
love.
there is a big hole
Yes,
below
I did it all for love.
and lava popping.
Oh,
So
they say fools believe in it, so I guess I'm one of them.
So how much red sand do we need?
all of it.
Easily.
I mean, you can make a rail if you find iron and feed a rail with... What the fuck is this underground?
If I come to the mesa biome and I see anything left of the mesa biome, it's not enough red sand.
But most of it is terracotta.
We need a lot of terracotta too.
And your 3x3 tools still aren't working for that, by the way.
For terracotta they don't work properly, you know.
I want to fix it.
But that's thanks to Forge. I don't know why, but the Forge methods for that don't call accordingly.
I mean, I do the
That seems fine.
normal hammers from this other mod. Are they not for 115 right now? Already? 3x3?
You mean Tinkers?
Yeah?
No, not sure if Tinkers is 115 already. But I have to say I'm not a big Tinkers fan anymore. I'm kinda tired of it. Used it too much.
The entrance even has acacia flooring.
Which entrance?
If you go to the demon hut, the acacia demon hut, and past it, basically the way to the bridge, to the big bridge, is
Checking right now if we have any letters here hanging around. Oh wow, we got some higher letters here. It's fairly bad because it allows too easily the workers, the raiders, to scale them. I have to make sure I get rid of the past letters all. So I think on the other side of this wall we still have a few letters left. Yeah, there. Here. Here. The one thing barbarians give you, and this is free letters.
and you can fire them. They are burning. So free burning material.
So everyone heard of the new Minecraft snapshot today. Yesterday we were still talking about maybe a soon release of Minecraft, but with the latest snapshot and all those custom dimensions, I'd guess that they're probably still pretty deep in development and might need a few more months.
I mean, you mean this snapshot which came out at April's Fool Day?
No, they made, as far as I know, a new snapshot that allows to create custom dimensions based on rules you define, and not arbitrary ones. I believe they probably made this April's Fool code and then noticed like, oh,
That is nice.
maybe we can add some neat dimension builder or something like that. So, going to sign here to the warehouse. We got a guard working here, great. Don't sleep. Yes, we don't have cobblestone sky bridges left anymore because they now bridge using leaves and those decay after a while. So the other guard tower should have the open spots for sure to assign it to. Let me go there quickly. The other barracks tower, I mean. But although our guard towers might have open slots as well, we have to check that. I can't wait until the developer is finished with the assignment tools that allows you to see all the open slots in the colony in one GUI. That's going to be quite useful.
Assignment tools? What assignment tools?
Oh, he is working on a GUI to manage things. Some Adams, you want to see the lumberjack stack?
No.
Oh, you're at far away.
Yeah.
Going to make a screenshot for you.
Yeah, okay. But I think I know what version.
Let's see how our builder is doing. It's getting fairly late in the stream again. I think to call it a day as well. I'm gonna get tired too. So
When is the next raid expected, so I know when to log off? So I don't burn the colony?
we just had a raid, so I think you have another 2 days maybe.
I mean, I'm underground, I don't know anything about days.
Oh. So
But I will see. And as far as I'm luring them away and keep dying, they will not enter the colony.
and
We've got
those
some guards which can help.
supply camps and ships you can find in the wild, and they are to allow people in big mod packs to discover mine colonies actually.
Yeah, and for existing colonies you can use them as decorations.
So our colony is growing amazingly. Got a bunch of level 5 buildings, the warehouse is getting fairly impressive. Our acacia part of the colony is slowly upgrading as well. We gotta focus a bit more around here too to get that upgraded. And I'd say I'm going to see you guys tomorrow at around 8:40 UTC. Leave a like if you enjoyed the stream. Subscribe and hit the bell button if you want to see more of us. And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. See you everyone.